Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
So coming to the plate, Lorenzo Cain. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Lorenzo Cain.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
The 1-1 home is in there for the second strike. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
To me, when it's raining, the approach at the plate has to change a little bit, especially if you're a guy that can run a little bit. Put the ball in play any way possible, especially on the ground. Making plays in the rain becomes exponentially tougher to do when it's wet. So these offenses really need to limit the strikeouts.
Here's Brock Holt now. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The windup and the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. deGrom is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Brock Holt is the second out of the opening frame. And here's Christian Yelich now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and 2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get-me-over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Gone in order are the Brewers. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Brandon Woodruff, the Mississippi native, will be on the mound in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. The 1-0. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone! So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. Home run number 5 on the year, and they've taken a 1-run lead.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
So here's Jeff McNeil.
The third baseman.
As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's gone 2 for 5. Swing and a liner. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
J.D. Davis, the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. McNeil gets his lead at first, nobody out. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So here's Pete Alonso as he tries to go out and get the slider, but it's not there. It's strike 1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Lifted in the air to straightaway left. Garcia has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Lifetime against this particular arm, he's 1 for 3. A runner on first with 2 away. One and 1 the count. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, D-Row, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, it makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Pulled toward right center field. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their third hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
Striding into the box, Robinson Cano, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Looking to minimize the damage here. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a three-run shot to right center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Mets have jumped out to a 4-0 lead.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Into the box, Tomas Nido. As they watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. 1-1. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We move ahead to the top of the 2nd now. Mets out in front, 4-0. 2nd inning coming up, and Heidi Watney has an update for us on the weather forecast.
Matt, light rain is in the forecast throughout most, if not all, of the game, but I've been told it's not expected to cause any delays. The grounds crew will just need to make an effort to keep the field as dry as possible between innings, especially the heavy traffic areas like the pitching mound and around the bases.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. And beyond keeping the surface playable, I'm sure you guys would agree, it's avoiding the stops and starts that becomes important in games like this one.
Yeah, 100%, Matty. The biggest thing is if you're going to be out there, you want to grind with the boys. You don't want your starting pitcher having to be sat down. You don't want to have to go inside for an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then get refocused and restarted up again. Matty, you're so focused out there, you just want to compete and see the game all the way through.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hiura can be considered a bit of a one-dimensional hitter, I guess, in terms of making contact. He tends to see the ball out of right-handed pitchers' hands well, but doesn't seem to pick up the left-handers at the same level. Changes up on him if that's in the dirt for a ball. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your 1st out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Stepping up to the plate, Omar Narvaez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now a pitch on the way. A ball and no strikes.
Count 1-0.
Bases are empty, one man out. Favorable call in there for a strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Hey, I admit I'm a little biased. There's nothing better than that pop of a glove on a good fastball. Looking forward to hearing a lot more of that pop the rest of this one.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
2-2 count.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 2-2 one more time. On a line, that's a base hit.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So here's Avisail Garcia as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Off the bat, it looked like that might bring their first run of the game across. But those hopes ended quickly when it hopped over the wall. Everyone gets 2 bases on a ground rule double, so the runner from first is forced to stay at third, and the next guy is going to have to be the one to put them on the board.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 4-2 game.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1. From the stretch. Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And it's fouled away. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a wild pitch here as this one's to the backstop, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate. 0-1. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Sogard is off at first with 2 away. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call.
That front door slider is a devastating pitch. By the time you realize it's in the zone, it's too late, and you can't even put a good swing on it.
One and two, here it comes. Frozen on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Mets 4 and the Brewers 2. So digging in now, Jacob deGrom. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch coming, here it is. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Pitch on the way. Line toward the gap in left center. Garcia comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
Now at the plate, Ahmed Rosario, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Digging in now for the Brewers, Lorenzo Cain. They'll start things out here with his guys down a pair as we begin the third.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-0. Towards second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, the shortstop, Brock Holt.
Ready for another chance? Brock Holt, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First delivery to him on the way. At the knees, strike 1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Holt, sometimes referred to as the Brock Star. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Conforto is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. Gone into the upper tank. It's a solo home run for Christian Yelich. 6th home run on the season for him as it's trimmed to a 4-3 game now.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
And that'll bring up Keston Huron as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Smoke toward third. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Brewers claw back just a bit on the solo home run. We play 2.5. It's the Mets 4 and the Brewers 3. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn.
The third baseman, number 6.
First offering on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and it's now 5-3. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matty B, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well. Striding in once again, Pete Alonso. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's 1. The smoke at first, and they get them both.
Doesn't come much easier than that. Tailor-made 6-4-3 double play and an easy one to turn.
So base is empty now after the double play. And digging in is the outfielder, Michael Conforto. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air out to left field. Garcia has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Leading off for the Brewers.
Into the box now, Omar Narvaez. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0 is a fastball that misses.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Now at the plate, Avisail Garcia. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once in AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Three runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Step on the bag for 1. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. Luckily for them, the left fielder retrieves this ball quickly.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Sogard, affectionately referred to as nerd power thanks to the signature specs. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact and he'll get another chance. The 0-2 once more is in off the plate.
Step out of the box, take a deep breath. After spitting on that changeup, you might have bought yourself a fastball.
Navarez, a runner at second with 1 away. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. This one's down to third. Right to him. And that's the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 12. Justin Mo.
Man at second here with 2 away. And in next, the switch hitting power bat of Justin Smoke. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chopped on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Brewers strand one. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Bottom of the inning now. Here's Robbie Cano now. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run. But listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Cano is in Don't You Know, part of his New York nickname days. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
Behind 0-2 now. This one skied out toward right. Yelich is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 4th, and that'll bring up the converted shortstop from his days at Stetson University, Jacob DeGrom. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they hang on to their 5-3 lead. So striding in, Brandon Woodruff comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Brandon Woodruff.
Here comes the first pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground out to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
So 1 gone in the Milwaukee 5th, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. A 1-1 count to the Brewers leadoff man.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 on its way. Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Now batting, shortstop, Brock Holt.
Next for Milwaukee, Brock Holt. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Cano has it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're still down 5-3. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The batter, the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Brandon Nimmo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. The bouncer to the left side. He's right there. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Pitch of the at-bat on its way. Jeff McNeil stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Has a look. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Garcia on the run. He can't make the play as it hops over the wall, and that's a break for the defense as it's going to keep the runner from first from scoring.
Well, I do wonder if that ball stays in the ballpark, did they send him home there? It's really hard to say with the ball bouncing over the wall for a double. That might have cost them a run there.
Now the Brewers manager's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Corbin Burns is given the ball here to try to work out of a tough situation. 2 runners in scoring position to deal with. At the plate, J.D. Davis. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the second run will score as well.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Davis stands at first with 1 out. Heading out toward shallow right. Yelich is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
The 0-2 delivery. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More from the show, Saturday Baseball, following this message and a word from our local stations. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
That ball's foul.
Now the 2-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind the count 3-2.
Nimmo patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
Up next for Milwaukee, the second baseman, Keston Hiura.
Digging in, Keston Hiura. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Into the box now, Omar Narvaez. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0.
Ball. Down.
The count now at 2-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. A ball that's carrying. He's through first and hustling for second, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
So here is Avisail Garcia. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. 1-0 home. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Bottom of the 6th inning on its way, but first, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're doing an excellent job with pitch selection, meaning they're swinging at the right pitches and doing damage with them. The numbers back that up. 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet, guys.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Robinson Cano, the next to dig in. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Cano waits on the first pitch.
0-1. Count 1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hard liner to center field. Kane has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now batting, Tomas Nido. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit sharply on the ground. Scooped up. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Mets, the pitcher, Jacob DeGrom.
Settling in now, Jacob DeGrom getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he popped him up. Garcia coming on. He can't get there as it falls in. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Hit out towards second, right to him. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Here's Eric Sogard. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Grounded up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The first baseman, number 12, Justin Smoke.
1 away for the Brewers in their half of the 7th. And in next, the switch-hitting power bat of Justin Smoke. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. 2 gone.
pitcher, number 39, Corbin Burns.
Ryan Braun will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Braun.
Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 4. It's 7-3. Brent Suter will come out and take the ball here, as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Brent Suter.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball, and it's a foul ball. And another foul ball. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Now batter.
Coming to the plate now, Jeff McNeil. And we'll see if he can get something into the gap to make it interesting. He's had a great game so far, but needs the triple to complete a cycle. And he'll just get a piece here, as this is chopped foul at home plate. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
Wow, what makes it so tough to be a hitter is to be able to hit and change his speeds, right? You're geared up for the fastball, and all of a sudden he pulls the string and throws you the straight change, the dreaded equalizer.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Standing in now, J.D. Davis. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and this kicks right off of him. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Now batter, first baseman, Pete.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First delivery to him on the way. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
Davis leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Softly hit out to short. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets strand one, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. All set for the start of the inning. In now is Lorenzo Cain. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Robert Gesellman has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 65, Robert Gesellman.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Two and 0 to the Brewers center fielder. Too tight with that one. 3-0. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Yeah, that strategy is great when it works, but when it doesn't, it's ugly. And he was here to face one guy, and he couldn't get it done.
At the plate, Brock Holt. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning. Maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
As a look, now the pitch. Down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Here's a look over to first, and the runner will get back standing. Grounded down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Hit back up the middle. And a diving attempt there by Cano, but he can't pull it in. A base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. Kept his hands inside the baseball and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first, just keeping him close. From the stretch, Christian Yelich is at the plate as he looks at ball one.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
The 1-0. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Now batting, second baseman, Keston Hiura.
Justin Wilson is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
In now, Keston Hiura as he lifts it in the air to right field. Conforto is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Digging in, Omar Narvaez. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Davis is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
The left fielder, number 24, Avisail Garcia.
Into the box now, Avisail Garcia. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the pitch for Garcia.
0-1's the count.
Three runs already home here. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Well, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. But 3 in the inning for the Brewers on the strength of this 3-run home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the Mets 7 and the Brewers 6. David Phelps is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 41, David Phelps.
So stepping in, Michael Conforto is past batting line against David Phelps. He's gone 3 for 4. Here's the first pitch to him.
Count 1-0.
Phelps, 33 years old. He was taken in the 14th round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
It's funny. That pitch, I can picture being in the box. That pitch looks so good to hit, and why does no one ever get to it? A good executed high fastball usually blows 9 out of 10 guys away.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when this pitcher's missing like he is.
Grounded back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so a chance for some important insurance here to kick off the bottom of the 8th.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. From the stretch. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark. Onto the shortstop, but thrown away.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
He's set. Here it comes.
1-0.
There are a couple of points in every game that could decide winning or losing. This is one of those critical spots. Time to make some great pitches.
The 1-0. One is a cutter that misses 2-1. Conforto over at second. Cano at first with no outs. 2-2 to the Mets catcher. Looking for the K. Here's the pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Now the payoff pitch home. Hit sharply toward the right side. Yelich is there, and he makes the catch for the out. The relay, but too late, and he's safe at third.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Yoenis Cespedes will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Mets, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Swing and a liner into right center. That's going to be a base hit. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
Set and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. That makes it a 9-6 ball game.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Corey Knebel takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo. Swung on but fouled off to the left. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Kane comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for out number 2.
Now batting, number 6.
Now to the plate, Jeff McNeil. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Looking to minimize the damage here. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Sometimes you just got to laugh at yourself. Hitting's the hardest thing to do in all of sport. You take an ugly swing like that, take a deep breath, step out, smile about it, and get back in that box and try and do damage.
Here it comes, 0-2. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We've played 8 full. The Mets are out on top, 9-6. Seth Lugo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Coming to the plate now, Eric Sogard. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the payoff pitch home. Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Once again a 3-2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second. Locked him up completely with that one.
Here's Justin Smoke now. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. A 1-0 delivery. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. One out, nobody on. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Ben Gamble will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Milwaukee. Number 16, Ben Gamble.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 1 for 4. Smoke, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. 2-0 now. Ball 3, 3-0. Lorenzo Cain, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Here it is, the 3-0, and he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
So it's a tight spot here. First and second, 1 man out, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Lorenzo Cain. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And the run will score from second as it's back to just a 2-run ball game now.
Definitely an aggressive approach here, down 0-2 in the count. Instead of shortening his swing and protecting the plate, he takes a big rip and is able to drive it deep for a couple of bases and an RBI.
To the plate now, Brock Holt. This is lined into left field, and he delivers a big base hit. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 9-9 ball game. Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Here's the first pitch. Low for ball one. Past matchups against Seth Lugo. He's 4 for 13. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Yanked on the ground down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
So now to the plate, Keston Hiura, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
The 0-2. Hot shot towards the hole, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Now back.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way when you pitch a guy in. He pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning of this season.
On the ground for Cano at second. He's got it. Throw on to first, and a good job of working out of that one with just limited damage as the inning is over. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. A tie game headed to the last of the 9th. The Mets looking to celebrate in Queens. Josh Hader enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Next for the Mets, J.D. Davis. Lifetime versus this pitcher. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hader was born in Maryland. He was selected in the 19th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate now, Pete Alonso, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball well outside. And Not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Go to that well one more time. He's been late on the first 2.
One out, nobody on. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
High and deep to right center. Yelich is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The right fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Digging in and looking for more, Michael Conforto. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him.
No, that's down.
Ready with the 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. Garcia has it. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Our score remains tied at 9 apiece. So striding forward now, Avisail Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Swung on and missed. That's strike 2.
Whew, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
This is line to left. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. Throwing to second. And a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Standing in now, Eric Sogard, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Now the 2-1. Fastball got him looking as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
In now, Justin Smoke. Oh, he gets a glove on it, knocks it down. And if you're wondering what's left on the Milwaukee bench, there you get a look at it right there. We'll see if one of those gentlemen is pressed into action here. Jed Jerko will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 5, Jed Jerko.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. Past matchups against Seth Lugo, he's 1 for 5. The 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Garcia at second. Smoke at first. 1 gone. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Conforto is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. And he bats in a big spot here. Go-ahead run at third, 2 men out. Here's the first pitch. Comes set, the 0-1.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
0-2. Here it is. Here's a line drive into center field. It's a base hit. Trotting in to score is the runner from third, and they've taken the lead with a run here in the 10th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's when makes you feel really good about yourself.
Two down, runners at first and second. Into center field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Smoke is on his way home. He scores, and they now lead by 2.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Yellow.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. At the plate, Christian Yelich, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0 home. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. Brewers are out in front, 11-9. Ray Black takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10.
Black.
Robinson Cano will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. And the pitch.
1-0.
The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. The 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
drilled right back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
The catcher, number 3.
At the plate, Tomas Nido. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Wilson Ramos will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Wilson Ramos.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Action in that Milwaukee bullpen now as a left-hander started to throw out there. Swing and a liner. Oh, it takes a nasty hop, and he's unable to haul it in. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Nothing fires me up more than watching an offensive player stay inside a baseball and drive it the other way.
Eduardo Nunez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Eduardo Nunez.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Yelich on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Digging in now, Ahmed Rosario. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And now they've got the runner caught in the hot box as he thought about going home. The tag, and they got him coming back to third. Hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Jake Marisnick will come on now and pinch run here.
Number 16, Jake Marisnick.
Stepping in now, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. He's looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game here. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to hit him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The Mets down to their final strike.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent, beware.
Hit to third. Sogard has it. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
11-9 is how this one ends. Milwaukee put on a real offensive show with 11 runs on the board. Josh Hader claims the win out of the pen, his first. Ray Black hammers down the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score